So, what does it feel like to go from a six-figure career where you feel valued, respected, and let's be honest, kind of set, to 4 a.m. shifts driving tired, fussy strangers around just to scrape by? I can tell you it's been absolutely humbling, and it's freaking exhausting, and it's brutal, just brutal. It's something that I never thought I would be doing at 54. And yet here we are. So stick around, because this is the kind of career pivot that nobody talks about. For the last few weeks, I have been working as an Uber and Lyft driver after 9 solid months of being unemployed. So today I want to share the reality of starting over, the grit that it takes to rebuild, and what this massive pivot has taught me about survival, self-worth, and resilience. Because if you've ever been forced to start over when you thought that you were stable, I think that you'll understand exactly where I'm coming from. For those of you that are new here, I'm a former tech professional who got laid off after 30 years. I was damn good at my job, and I perfected my craft over those 3 decades. Then, poof, I was laid off, and now I can't even get an interview. So yeah, I'm pretty much feeling like my career is donezo. In my world right now, stability is but a long-lost fairy tale. I am now in a whole different world where it isn't about promotions or glass ceilings. This is about making it through each day with enough sleep, bravery, and patience to get up and do it all over again. Every morning at 4 a.m., I get up and I put myself together. I do my hair, I put on makeup, and I put together a nice, although it's incredibly comfy, outfit. Now let me explain why this is important to me. I'm not just rolling out of bed looking like I've given up, even though some days it feels like I should. I'm 54, I have white hair, silver. It's silver hair. But I want to be the best damn driver that they've ever had. I take a lot of pride in my work. I'm really old school as far as that's concerned. I know a lot of other drivers just kind of call it in, but I want riding in my car to be an experience, one that sets you on the right path for your day. I take every job that I've ever had very seriously, and I do the best work that I can do, and this job is absolutely no different. Why? Because it's more than a job to me. I get to impact people on a personal level, and that is so freaking great. So many have told me how I've turned their day around or made them think about something differently, that I was nice, that they felt safe in my car. What a joy it is to be able to make someone feel safe. And I don't judge at all. Everyone is welcome in the backseat of my car. Now, I can't lie, though. There is a huge part of me, huge part of me, that absolutely resents having to hustle all over again. I put in my time. I earned my spot, and now here I am back at square one. I'm back in survival mode, and it's forcing me to redefine what success even looks like anymore. So, right now, my success is that I've had over 150 trips in a little less than 3 weeks, and I have a 5-star rating. Every review has been 5 stars. Every single one. Now, that is my success now. That is it. No more OKRs or nerve-wracking performance reviews that are a waste of time. I answer to the people. God, I'm a nerd. Now, this whole thing has been a complete mind shift, right? So going from my salary, which was $180,000 a year with benefits and bonuses, to now getting excited if I make $150 in a day. It is a whole new way of looking at things. Whereas I used to spend money without giving it much thought, now everything has a measurement, right? So we used to order dinner out. I just tap on the app, boop, 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 dinner's ordered. Now I'm like, boop, boop, boop. Oh no, that is like 3 rides worth of works. Guess I'm cooking tonight. And my nails that I love getting done, well, that's over too. These nails are a day's worth of work for me, and I can't do that anymore. There's no cushion left. It's just me against the numbers, hoping that they add up by the end of the week. Now, this pivot has forced me to get real about what matters and how fragile everything can be. Like I've said, I have been absolutely humbled. Have you ever had an experience like this where you've just been thrown to your knees, humbled, and you kind of feel like you're being called out by the universe? Kinda. Drop me a note in the comments. I want to hear your story. I've worked from home for over 10 years, and my little trooper here, Posey, she's 7, and she's been through it all with me. And this has honestly been the hardest part of this journey, is leaving her by herself every day. She has never had to be alone for that length of time before. The guilt I feel, oh my God, the guilt I feel and the tears I've shed, holy hell, it's almost unbearable. She must be so confused. She probably thinks that I'm out having fun without her. She probably thinks I'm out with other dogs. I don't know what she thinks. But the thing is she doesn't sleep. She just sits there the entire time staring at the door, waiting for it to open. It is absolutely freaking heartbreaking. Now, there have been a few days that I have brought her along in the car with me for just a couple of hours in the afternoon, just so I can work a little bit more and not feel so freaking guilty about leaving her. Now, she just lies there on her little perch, and she just kind of looks out the window from her little car seat, and then she'll look at me with her little loving eyes, and then look back out the window. People hardly even know she's there. She loves riding in the car. Now, another thing about doing this rideshare stuff is that it really doesn't come with a manual on how to make rideshare work for you. It is truly all trial and error and a freaking hefty dose of luck. I think luck is probably like 97.2%. Now, it turns out there's a whole strategy to this, which really means a lot of guessing and hoping that I don't end up on the wrong side of town at 5 a.m. So, for example, airport rides are great when you're dropping someone off. Denver International Airport is freaking way out in the middle of nowhere, truly. And once you're there, you're kind of stuck. Now, they have a little area where Uber people can go and wait to see if they can actually pick someone up to take them home. But usually when I get there, there's like 30 to 70 drivers in front of me, and that could take hours to get through. The little app tells you, oh, it's over 75-minute wait or whatever. And I don't really have time for that. So I usually just drive back to civilization without a ride. So driving back without a ride is called deadheading. Look at me. Look at me. I'm all down with the lingo. Woohoo! I'm a rideshare driver. Now, I know what hard work is. I do. I have worked hard my entire life to get to where I was, okay? I know what it means to work hard. Now, I know what I was doing as a career wasn't hard labor, but it's still hard in its own right. Now, this rideshare stuff, takes it to a whole new level. I am so tired by the end of the day. I've not ever experienced a tired like this experience, right? It's like to the bone, to my bones tired. I really do take driving other people seriously, right? They're trusting me with their lives and to get them where they need to go. And I feel like I always need to kind of be on, right? So if they do feel like talking or whatever, I can engage with them. And plus it helps my tips. It helps my tips. Also, honestly, I am absolutely horrible with directions, okay? I follow that little GPS dot on my phone like it is nobody's business. Seriously, I think that this is where most of my exhaustion comes in because I'm so stressed out about making a wrong turn or missing an exit, and I never really truly know where I am in the state of Colorado. It's so bad. It's so bad. The way that I navigate is so bad. I really think it should be classified as some kind of disorder or something. It's so bad. Surprisingly, though, I actually like driving. It's funny. I really thought that this was just going to be some kind of a paycheck to, hopefully make ends meet. But it's turning out to be something so much more than that. I like the people that end up in the back of my car, and I like finding a way to relate to each and every one of them. And I try to brighten their day. Sometimes that means talking. Sometimes that means being quiet. I listen. I therapy. I sing if requested. If you ever need to cry over a breakup at 6 a.m. or talk career pivots at noon, I am your girl. Bam. It's like free therapy minus the confidentiality agreement. You signed nothing. I make people laugh. I make them think. I'm learning from them. There's a lot of unexpected joy in this adventure. I have a little sign that I hang on the back of the front seat so the people in the back seats can look at it. And there's like this little menu of services there. And going over them, you can see there's chill ride, karaoke ride, rider's choice, right? So you can just kind of pick your ride if you want to, right? You don't have to pick anything. So I had one rider who was kind of being a little smartassity call me out on the karaoke ride. So that's what we did. We sang Total Eclipse of the Heart from Bonnie Tyler. It was not awesome. It was fun, but it was bad. Another time, and this man I will never forget, he gets in the back seat and he's like, oh, well, thank you for that smile. It's so nice to see someone friendly. It's so early in the morning. And then he just kind of sat back, and I glanced in the mirror and I could see that he was reading the menu of services. And he just quietly said, I've started drinking again. So I have run the gamut of emotions with the people in my back seat, and I truly think that I'm making a difference. I'm making a difference in my little small corner of the world. I really, really do believe that. The big bummer, though, is that once I drop these people off, I'm never going to know if they took that promotion or dumped that boyfriend or slept off that hangover, because I'm never going to see him again. That's hard. And this channel here, us, you and me, this here is my sanity. I used to post at least twice a week, and now I'm working really hard to even get one video out in a week. I feel like things are slipping, and that absolutely kills me because I want to give this everything I've got. But between the hours on the road, the exhaustion, and the mental drain of starting over again, some days I just wonder how long I can keep this up. And yet I know that I have to. So here's why I can't let it go. Here's why. Creating keeps me connected to something bigger than just making ends meet. It's bigger than myself, right? It keeps that spark alive in me creatively, and I love it. I need it. Have you heard of that YouTube creator called Dodash? She is out here making waves, building something incredible from this gig life. She has shown that you can turn this hustle into something really meaningful. It's inspiring. Her channel over the last few months has completely blown up, and watching her rise so quickly is inspiring, but it's made me wonder if I'm ready for that same scrutiny that she's facing. I mean, she gets a ton of hate. People are tearing her down just because she's finding success. Now, if I somehow manage to grow this channel, will I be next? Am I ready for that public kind of scrutiny? In my corporate life, success didn't come with a side of trolls, right? This is a new kind of pressure, and one I'd never thought I'd have to consider. But what if, just what if this rideshare is preparing me for that? Okay, I'm dealing with all kinds of people, some rude, some entitled, some mean, some absolutely freaking fantastic. So what if this is just another stepping stone to what I'm becoming? What if these interactions are just a part of the journey? I mean, who knows? Maybe this is the training ground for whatever is coming next. Every job that I've ever had has led to the next one. Maybe that's what's happening here. This pivot has forced me to confront fears that I didn't even know that I had, to redefine my own value in a world that doesn't hand out respect just because you're experienced. And as much as I hate to admit it, this grind, this fight for every single dollar is teaching me that I'm stronger than even I realized. But damn, I'm not going to lie, this is a really, really hard lesson. This is really hard. Resilience isn't just some feel-good buzzword, right? Resilience is messy. It's scraping by when you thought you'd never have to worry about money again. It's keeping your head up when everything in you is screaming to quit. It's realizing that, yes, this is unfair, but here I am doing it anyway. Starting over isn't just about making ends meet. It's about redefining who you are when everything comfortable is stripped away. So that's where I'm at. I'm just showing up, doing what I have to, and maybe finding something meaningful along the way. If you're feeling the struggle of starting over, you're going to want to learn more about reinventing yourself after 50. This pivot isn't just about making ends meet. It's about discovering who you're meant to be next. Life doesn't stop throwing curveballs, and sometimes they're exactly what we need. So here I talk about the raw truth behind starting over. It's messy and it's exhausting, But the world just doesn't stop, does it?